Good morning everyone, welcome to a new video where I'll be working on my new C5 Corvette. It's a very exciting one and a bit scary one because none of us have any idea how to work on American cars. We don't know any specific things about these cars, but I'm super excited to be working on this car for the next probably week non-stop and make it actually drivable. Adam, what do you think? Will it be driving good? Will it be driving good?
It will be drive perfect.
Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
I hope.
Today is not a very exciting day in terms of filming or anything, but for me personally it is. Need to do oil change, oil filter change of course, need to do a thermostat change because on the last video with the Corvette you probably saw that it was overheating, and by our quick check on the road it seemed like a thermostat, and it wasn't very expensive, so I bought one of those. I also need to do, of course, the coolant change. Every liquid in the car needs to be changed to make it, just to do a nice, quick service. Also, if you want to know the full list of things to do, I actually made a list here yesterday, and there's loads of things that need to be done on a car. First thing first, such a simple thing even, jacking up the car. I don't know where the jack points are. Look how low this is. Stands, yes. So I need to figure that out. Need to get the car at a higher level. I'm not really, I don't know, maybe we should put it, I don't know. I'll see in a moment if I'm gonna put it maybe up on that lift.
It will be faster
on the floor, I think.
On the floor, yeah, faster.
Exactly.
Faster. Because
yeah?
you know how it is with low cars. You
Yes.
spend half a day to
just put it on.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, less talking and let's get to work. Okay, so the car is in the air. I purposefully kind of made it a bit slanted, just a slight bit, so the oil would drip out nicer. And I also took off the wheels, of course, to just get easier access into it. There's one thing that kind of worries me, which I will need to check, and it is, go under. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but this is all covered in oil. Whole oil pan. So I will need to clean it, change the oil, of course, clean it, and then see where the leak is coming from, because it's a bit too much to be okay, I think. But also I don't know how long it wasn't cleaned for, so I don't know. But luckily also the oil filter is in such a nice location. Just here, pick out, oil comes out of there, so that should be a pretty quick job. Okay, so all the oil is out. It's not looking the best, but it's not looking the worst as well. It's okay for a car that's been standing for 8 years around workshops. So now all I have left to do is fill up the new oil. I already changed the oil filter off the camera, plug the hole back in. Well, also I need to clean up the oil pan and around, because it's not looking very great there, and I would really love to find out where the leak is coming from. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna be off to working on the... What's the name in English? I forgot. Thermostat. That's the one. Yes. Now that the oil is filled up, everything is okay. There's a bit of a leak somewhere here. I need to clean it and see if that will happen again, because I'm not sure actually if this is me spilling stuff or not. I don't know. And down here as well, there's some leak coming from here, and looks like that's the leak that's dripping down. I don't know if, I cannot really see on the camera that much, but yeah, for now that's fine. And now this needs to be changed. It looks fairly simple, doesn't look like it should be difficult. Now that I say it, probably everything will go wrong, but now it's just here. That's the thermostat.
Be quiet, Marek.
You try to be quiet. This is night ride, not day ride. Need to be super quiet. Professional work here, okay? Okay. That's the thermostat just under there, with that hose on the right side. What we need to do is, I suppose, remove the hose from the bottom of the radiator, get all the fluid out, and I need to make sure that half of it, of course, goes on the floor and the second half goes on my hand. Guys, quietly, NIGHTRIDE here. These people. How can I work with these unprofessional people on this main channel? Anyway, yeah, let's get back to work.
It looks like Marek forgot to film a part here, so I'm not sure, I'm just editing this video. Here is the next clip.
So, I tried to remove the hose that's there from the bottom. I'm not gonna go under there to show you, but essentially I tried to remove it, but it has the original clamps and they're super difficult to get to, and I cannot get to it from the top and I cannot get to it from the back, from the bottom, because from the bottom it's twisted other way around, so I cannot undo it. So I think what I will do, I will just remove the thermostat and whatever coolant comes out of that will come out, and I'll just clean it up after. There's no other choice. And also, I don't know, I really don't know how to film this. Probably I will not, but yeah, that's the thermostat there. We'll just take it off. All the coolant will go everywhere, probably all over my feet and floor, but I'll have to clean it. Also, Sam just came here and he just put these wheels on it. I don't know. Anyway, let's take this off and I'll show you everything once it's off, and hopefully it's the same thing, because also I heard that there's two different types of thermostat, and I hope this is the correct one. Let's see. Apparently this was the last one in the whole Poland or something.
Yep, no further clips at all here as well. I'm not exactly sure why.
So about 10 minutes later, we have the old thermostat, and luckily the new one looks pretty much the same as the old one. There's just, this was cut off on the old one. Maybe I need to cut off this one as well, maybe it will not fit. I can see that whoever had this one cut it with the angle grinder as well, judging by this ending. And also, whilst I was doing this, I had to move the car here, put it on these wheels for now. Look who joined the party for today. Your car is looking more and more like a Evisu car right now.
Bro, it's fast like a Visu car.
Yes.
It's even faster. It's faster than Kokot for sure. It's faster than Kokot
Before.
And it's like the acceleration, it's from the bottom RPM, so it feels like V8 from the, it's crazy.
So good. I can't wait to be in that.
We're driving Adam now, first time, and like you have 1000 RPM on second gear, and you give it the gas and it just spins the wheels, which is crazy. I have to do some things now and we're gonna properly test it.
You know what will be good tonight? Go to petrol station, take some pictures of these two next to each other and go for a little drive.
I'm sick. Maybe.
If I have the seat.
Who knows?
And with this it's pretty simple. I'm gonna put this on right there. Also, most of the coolant went on the floor. As you can see, it's pretty wet. There wasn't too much of it, which worries me a bit. I will go shop as well, get the coolant, and then I will refill it, run it, and let's see if it will work. Okay, it's the next day right now.
What?
Quite a lot of things have happened since yesterday, and you might be thinking, where is all the rest of the clips from yesterday? Well, when I said that I will check the thermostat and swap it, I swapped it, everything was okay. Thermostat was not leaking, but the water pump was. And it took me about 3 hours to diagnose it. And now, the belt is off, everything is off there, so I could reach it and see it. But essentially, it took me probably like 3 hours to properly figure it out, because I really wanted to do it myself. I didn't want to ask anyone for proper help. So yeah, once I took the belt off, I could clearly see where the leak was coming from, because I dried everything off, and it was under the, how do you call it, the water pump, it's big circle thing. I don't know, pulley or something. I'm not really sure how you call it, but essentially, yeah, that's leaking. So luckily, Adam found the only one that was available in Poland, the last one in a shop. So it should come probably Monday or Tuesday. Today is Saturday.
Hey Marek, how it's going?
Hello, Adam.
Hey.
Very slowly.
Yeah, you've got the wheels?
Yes, I will I will tell people about it in a moment as well. I was telling them about the situation yesterday, and that you bought the last water pump in the whole Poland.
And the last thermostat.
Yes, and the last thermostat. I found another water pump in Europe, and that was in Lithuania. That was the only one I was about to buy, but then I found it in Poland.
I don't know why Lithuania have a lot of JDM stuff and USA.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. So, for today, there's two things that I would like to do. One of them for sure I can do, which is change the headlights. Second one, maybe, I will test fit wheels. I'm in a love-hate relationship with VSKFs. I think they're very beautiful looking wheels, very nice, but they are so overused everywhere. But when I saw a yellow Corvette on VSKFs, I can even put a picture here. I mean, Sam will put a picture here. The one I saw, I was like, wow, that's the exact wheel that fits this car so well because of its shape. Luckily, yeah, our friend has a set of those wheels and he borrowed it to us, so I can test fit them probably today, but I just would need to get Mark II out to move the Corvette because I don't know if I can have... Well, here it's enough space, but there it's not really much space, same as on the other side. There's not really much space right now to properly, you know, put them on and go to the back and see them how they look like. Let's move on to headlights, which are absolutely disgustingly ugly, in my opinion. I have the new set. New. That set is here. Here's the yellow one and there's one that's red. And I'm gonna try to fit those today. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it, but it's all part of learning. So I was looking for the mounting points of this light, and it's completely different to the stock mounting points. Because apparently on the stock light there's much more of them, it's much more secure. This one was already a bit flimsy from the beginning. And I found one which was in an actual original place. Let me get the light. Which was just here, in the main hole there. So I just quickly undid that. And looking at the light from these angles, I can see that it's mounted just on this and that. Two little brackets. But I cannot get in there with anything. So what I had to do is jack up the car. I'm just gonna go under it. Safety, number one priority. Okay, the light is out, and judging by the good quality of the mount for the light, you can see that some professionals were doing this. These people knew what they were doing. It's very much my style. I like this. If anyone wants to buy these lights, please buy them off me. I will sell them for a good price. Let's find the other one and try to fit it here. I wanted to make a nice cinematic shot of me putting these lights on, but then I realized, look at how badly they are painted. There's overspray everywhere. This is bad. So I think what I will do is take the plastic off first, paint it with structural top coat, just a nice quick layer, and then clean the light off of the yellow paint. And that's gonna make the light look so much better already. The light is disassembled. It only took like 5 minutes, and like I'm surprised by the quality of job here, because like just look at this. Just I don't know. And this, look. Just how difficult is it to cover the lights nicely or clean it up after the job? And you know, I'm pretty sure the guy had it painted in Poland, I think? I'm not sure. If it was painted in Poland, then I'm very disappointed with this, because if you're painting a car like this in Poland, this is a pretty expensive car and pretty nice car. So like, I wouldn't think that someone will paint it very badly. If this was painted in America, I understand, because there it's a cheap car for the people of America. So yeah, I wonder where it was painted. So now all I'm gonna do is take some nitro, clean this off. Structural, oh, it's broken as well. Structural top coat, where is that? Let's see. Structure top coat. That will go for the plastic. And also black gloss. top coat for the lights themselves. And before you start writing comments saying that why am I painting the headlights with the spray, you can see how badly it was painted. And the main thing I want to do now is just to make them the same, because I was originally thinking that the headlight is the same color as the car and it was painted together, but no, the headlight is in the original color of the car. So it's not even fitting here. I was thinking I would just need to paint one, but no, I will need to paint both. But I'm still looking for a few little things. I'm still not sure about this fuel cap. I still might get a fuel cap in the next week or so, like a stock one, but I'm still thinking about that. Once I decide about this, I will then paint the headlight covers. They're very easy to take off, so no point of having two different colors. I will just quickly spray them with the black color just to match sort of the mirrors, the hood. I think it will not be a very great job, but it will be better than whatever I would put right now. Okay, so I assembled the lights, and of course the usual thing happened. I took off the lights yesterday. This is already the next day, by the way. I took off the lights yesterday to paint them, and then they were fitting reasonably good, but today, when I decided to put them back on, absolutely nothing fit. And I was thinking, okay, I will put one light on, so I figure it out, and then I will film the second one. The second one was even worse, and I didn't film how I was putting them on because it was really not interesting to see and nothing to show you anyway. It was just managing to try to fit the bolt with the mount hole. It was absolute disaster. Nothing fit at all. So I had to improvise, and I made it work after like an hour or even more of work. But look at the car now. You ready? Wait. Oh, I need to close the hood. At least roughly, yes. Look at the car now. So cool. In my opinion, looks way better than before. And even though the lights are black, I think they're kind of match. Of course, the paint job is absolutely awful, but still better than two mismatching lights. Look at that. You can see all the scratches and everything, but it wasn't supposed to be a good paint job. It was supposed to just make them the same. And on the plastics also look pretty decent since they're painted. Kind of matches this, and the back of the car, so I think it's okay for now. Very, very happy with the job. Kind of still reminds me of a frog. I don't know. But anyway, the plan for today is take this off, and put these on. So basically, these wheels are the same wheels that we were trying to test fit on some Skyline, I believe, when we were building it 2 years ago. We're gonna put them on and see how the car looks like, because I really want to know what size wheels I need for this car, what width and everything. And I think these ones are good base to try. I think they're a bit wide, especially the back one. The front one seems alright, but we shall see. I think anything is better than this, because this kind of sticks out, as you can see, because this is 10.5 inch, and the ET is not very great as well. It makes the wheel pop out very, very much. So let's put these on and see how it looks like. Okay, so it's not looking very promising. That's the narrower wheel, but I had to put the big spacer because the small spacer was too small for my, how do you call them? Szpilki. Some can translate in the video. And now it's just not gonna work. But I'm still gonna put it on the back as well, just to see the look on the VSKFs. Because I'm still kind of considering them, even though they are so overused. Let's see. Okay, the update after changing wheels is not looking very great. With these spacers, quite a bit of a situation. And I really want to keep the stock body for this season, and I don't want to put any body kit on it. So I will need to come up with some different solution or look for different size wheels. I don't know. I need to really think it over, take some pictures, maybe lower it on Photoshop to see how it's gonna look like. At the moment, I don't know. Looks kind of alright on VSKFs. I like the vibe, but because of this sort of shape that goes wide, narrower to wide again, this flow, like together with the flow of the car, it just looks really, really nice. And I really don't know what to think. I need to think this over. Probably gonna be the end for today. And then tomorrow, hopefully, the water pump will come and I can change that and continue thinking about the wheels. Good morning, people. It's another day, and today is a very short filming day, very quick, but a very exciting one. Look at this. You will never guess what's inside of these two similarly shaped boxes that definitely don't look like seats for Corvette from our friend's company. Okay, I'm gonna do some editing magic because I only have 4 minutes on this SD card, so I don't need to film all the cutting and unboxing. Let's just do some magic like this. And boom, just like that. The seats are out. It took me a while to get them out because they were packaged in a lot of stuff. But yeah, these are my new Corvette seats from our friends at Revved. They're a small company essentially. I wanted to say startup, but they have been around for like a year and a half or so, something like that, just over a year I think. And they make some very cool stuff. And when I thought about the seat for this car, I didn't want anything flashy. I wanted something ideally black, something super simple. And when I saw the sort of this tribal pattern on these ones, I thought that these are absolutely perfect for this car. It just looks so cool, so much like freedom, I shall say. And yeah, these seats are very cool. Have pockets as well for your phone. I don't know what else like this for Americans, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, also there was a little note in here that said, let me try to take it out. That said, thank you for your support, and here is a code for 10% off on the next order. So if anyone wants 10% off their website, go check them out and they should have something very, very cool. Also, they gave me another package, here it is, with a note. Things to give away for NIGHTRIDE store customers. Big love, Revved crew. And there's loads of air fresheners, keychains, more air fresheners, more keychains, lanyards and stuff like that. So all of this, if you ever come to our physical store, we're gonna give random stuff to you in the orders, maybe even online. I'm not sure. I'll speak to Sam about it, see if we can manage to get it on the online orders as well. Maybe we'll throw in lots of stuff because there's a lot of stuff. But yeah, today we're not gonna do much more because essentially I'm waiting for loads of parts. I made an order at Drift HQ. It's gonna come from America. Hopefully that's gonna be here in like a week. I actually ordered seat rail, like seat mounts, angle kit, and some little things from their website as well. So that's gonna come hopefully in the next week. I really hope so. And that's the thing. For now, I cannot really do anything else until all the parts come. So I just wanted to unbox this. I'll put them in a car, see if they fit perfectly, and then put them nicely back in a box and keep them until the day when the seat rails come. That's pretty much it for today, and I shall see you whenever I see you, whenever I pick up the camera again. Good morning, people. It's late in the evening right now, but we have a package, which means some work will be done. The plan for today is take out the water pump, old one, put on the new one, connect everything back up, put the belt on. I hope I will remember how to put it on, probably will not. And we're gonna hopefully tomorrow go for a test drive. I need to put all the stock wheels back on because I have a plan what to do with the wheels. I want to basically, just to tell you a quick idea, I want to drive all the way to Sidowski's store in Rzeszów. It's about 4-5 hour drive with the Corvette, and fit some wheels at his store and make a whole video probably for the second channel or the main channel. And Sam has been editing this video so far. I think he edited it yesterday, and he told me that I wasn't filming enough of nice cinematics working on a car and I was talking too much. And to that I want to say, let me explain some stuff. So the reason I wasn't filming very much cinematics and doing parts is because, as you all know, I'm not very great with cars. I'm still learning. I'm much less knowledgeable than the rest of the guys in terms of doing stuff like this. And for me, all of this is reasonably new. And especially in this car, everything is completely new. So when I was having troubles with the water pump, diagnosing where the leak was coming from and everything, I didn't film it because I just didn't have it in my mind. I didn't have enough space in my mind to think about filming and trying to come up with angles to make it beautiful for you to watch. Instead, I just kind of forgot about it and then explained it to you in some clips. So the rest of the video, I will do my best to film as many nice shots, or not nice, but just update shots. I'll put a camera somewhere here maybe, or something like that, so you guys can see most of the work, because yeah, I didn't film it enough, I know that, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, now that the tensioner is off, I need to get rid of the hoses. There's 3 hoses down there and one more main one here. I need to remove that, and then there's 3 10 mils in this side and then 3 more on the other side of the water pump. Finally!
Is it me or anything with this car is 3 times bigger than a normal car?
Oppa! So heavy. That's the old one. And that's the new one. To be honest, I have to say that gaskets that were in the old one look very fresh and strangely similar to the ones I got in the new package. So that kind of tells me that they've been changed. So for now, I actually didn't know I have to change this as well. I will undo this thing. I think that's the part of the... What's the part of this? Napinacz in Polish. I forgot it in English. But I think this is the part... I don't really know anything about this, so I'm just guessing. But since there's 2 bolts here, I'm just gonna bolt them up here. No, here. And I suppose that will work. And then straight after that, I'm gonna clean everything in there, because we want a nice clean surface in there. Plop it back in, boom boom boom, put all the new liquids and go woo to 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 to. So only after I mounted the thermostat right now, I realized one little thing that I just forgot that could have caused big issues later. This little thing. So I need to take it off, put it on again, and then we're pretty much ready to put the water pump back inside the car. I just need to clean a bit there still, and yeah, I think like 15-20 minutes and I should be putting it back in its place. So, about 2 hours later, everything is connected and we are ready for the first start. Let's see how it's gonna go, if nothing will leak. I really hope nothing will be leaking. And I hope that I connected everything correctly. Seems to be okay for now. Let's wait a bit for it to warm up. Let's see if thermostat works and everything. And let's wait. Hopefully everything will be dry. I really hope so. Okay, I'm filming this part just in case anything happens. Okay, I suppose it's a success. I mean, I warmed up the car to relatively warm temperature and nothing was leaking. If you're thinking what this smoke is, it's because when I was topping up with oil, I spilled some oil on the manifold, so it's basically just smoking it off. I suppose for tonight it is a success. I definitely need much more coolant. I don't have enough in there. There should be a bit more, so I'm not gonna run it super hot right now. I just wanted it to be warm enough for the thermostat to open and just everything to run through. But I know that I'm missing about 3-4 liters of coolant. So I need to fill that up, bleed the system of air, and yeah, then tomorrow change the wheels back to my stock wheels and hopefully go for a drive, finally. Because it's been standing here for like a week and a half and I don't like when cars are standing in a garage for no reason. So yeah, very happy. Let's hope the next part of the video will not start with something happening, something bad happening. Nice. So we're about to do our first donut test. All I did essentially is just remove the ABS fuses. So in theory, we should have no traction control at all right now, or nothing, no assisting. So let's see how it goes. Something stinks. That could be anything under the car. Coś tu jebie.
No, to śmierdzi.
Coś tu... Open the hood, just to check. I could feel something went wrong. Yeah, probably was the C-band.
The belt snapped or the...
No, basically I was putting new C-bands on for the cooling system, and one of them is a bit long, and I think it undid itself a bit and it cut the belt slightly. So only a part of the belt is still on, but just cut off slightly from the belt. Need to twist it.
Okay, Marek, so to summarize the whole thing, since you bought this car 2 weeks ago, it looks exactly the same.
Lights are different.
The lights are different. The seat is there but not mounted because we don't have a seat rails.
Yes.
You changed the water pump.
Yes.
We put some wheels but they didn't fit, so we put the stock wheels back. And
So essentially people watched nothing.
no, they did watch a half an hour video of you talking about what you're gonna do.
Yes. Listen, and the second part of the video was a bit more cinematic, you have to say.
Okay, thoughts after owning this thing for 2 weeks?
And driving it for 4 kilometers.
Yes.
I love it. Now it feels like when I was just going around, you could feel that it wasn't cutting anything off. Everything was fine.
So you took out the...
Yeah, all I did was take out the ABS fuses. So now it's not cutting off, seems to be okay. Need to get new belt, fix the pulleys, get the interior sorted.
And go to Sidowski to fit some wheels.
Yes. Well, now I have a trailer license. I could go with the trailer.
That's true. Marek finally did the trailer license yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Nice one.
So
Congrats.
now I can drive proper big boy cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I suppose we shall see you all in the next one, where I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be good.
Nice. Nice sunset.